everybody. Jeff, your executive gardener. Thanks for joining me. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and getting ready for a great December holiday as well. So one of the most often questions I get asked is, Jeff, why do you garden? And there's really two main reasons why I garden. The first reason is that I needed a healthy hobby, and I needed something healthy that I could do to de-stress, take the stress that was very therapeutic to me out of my normal business life. As most of you know, I travel 3 or 4 days each week, and obviously in a very stressful industry like many of you watching me. And I needed something healthy. Now some people choose the bottle, some people choose to smoke, some people choose to eat unhealthy food. I've done most of them, not all of them, but I figured that I could probably teach something to myself that would be therapeutic, similar to some people doing yoga, some people meditating, some people doing other healthy type of things. What I like to do is grow fresh vegetables in my backyard and share the produce with my family and friends. It's a great way to make friends, but also it's also nourishing your body. The second reason, and one of the most important reasons that I garden, is because it gives you fresh food. So I was away for 3 or 4 days, and during those 3 or 4 days I got a ton of sun, but also a ton of rain, as you know, in Houston, Texas. So when I came back, I had a lot of food. So as you can see in front of me, I've got 2 gigantic plates of cherry tomatoes that I just picked. There's some right there as well, hope you can see. And I'm going to tell you what, there is, this is just one picking. So remember, it is December 4th here in Houston, Texas, and we still have tons of tomatoes. So tons of tomatoes. I also came back and I picked what feels to be about, I don't know, 3 or 4 pounds of green beans. Let me give you a close-up of these green beans. You won't find these in your grocery store, so look at those. Absolutely gorgeous green beans, good size, and very tasty. Much different than picking green beans or eating green beans from the grocery store, much fresher. And lastly, I did get, and I'm going to be off camera here a little bit, I got about, I don't know, about 25 cucumbers. So as you know, I make dill pickles. You can, actually what I'll do is I'll give you my recipe before I turn off today, but I made 6 jars of these big jars of dill pickles, okay? So there's just 2 of them in front of me, but I have 4 others that are in the refrigerator. Again, I'll share the recipe before I leave. And I had some extra cucumbers, so I chopped them, and I like to eat them, dip them in ranch dressing. And you can see, look how full of water they are. Okay, absolutely full of water. And perhaps my favorite are these cherry tomatoes. So as you can see with these cherry tomatoes, they are absolutely loaded with water. On a brick scale, this cherry tomato, this orange one, is approximately 12, which basically means that they are the equivalent, look at this one, the equivalent of a lot of grapes. They're that sweet. So this is a beautiful red one. Look at how red that is, okay? Doesn't get any better, and I've got, looks like I picked about 60 to 70 cherry tomatoes today. So let me give you the recipe for my dill pickles, but this is the big reason why I garden, folks. All year I can eat my own fresh vegetables. I'll give you a look closer up of this. I mean, look at the green beans on top of this. I got different color red tomatoes. I've got orange cherry tomatoes. All of them absolutely delicious. And I probably have another 200 I still have to pick. So let me get my dill pickle recipe. I'll close with that. And this is just my harvest today. Oh, sorry. We're rolling. Meanwhile, I'm stuffing my face with these unbelievable cherry tomatoes. Man, they're so good. It's almost like, I swear to you, it's almost like eating a red or a green grape from a grocery store, because sometimes they pick them prior to being ripe. I guarantee the Brix factor, which measures the sugar content on these cherry tomatoes, are as high as some of the grapes you're going to find in the grocery store. They're that sweet. They're loaded with water, loaded with sugar. Probably not good for a diet. but it's what you want. And I'm going to tell you, these cucumbers are unbelievable. I mean, crunchy, great, and I gave these to a friend the other day. Excuse me. And the guy said, my wife doesn't like cucumbers, but she loved the ones that you brought over. The difference is, folks, is I grow them organically. I load the soil with compost and compost tea every other week. So it gets all the good stuff, the minerals, vitamins, minerals, NPK, all the macronutrients, micronutrients that they need. So anyway, let me finish this video and I'll eat all the rest of this when I'm done. I'm kidding, I'll share it with my family. So to make dill pickles, you need to get these jars. I think these are pint-sized jars, okay? You can get this in any Walmart or Target. You can find them online. Kerr, K-E-R-R, is the big manufacturer of these. They come with lids. They come with the middle part as well. So what you want to do is the following, okay? To make dill pickles. Number one, I grow my own fresh dill, which you'll need fresh dill. You'll need onions, either sweet onions or regular onions. You'll need some type of hot pepper, and you'll need a few cloves of garlic, okay? So what you want to do is you want to take a good amount of dill, a good amount of garlic, decent amount of garlic, only a few pieces of real hot pepper, and a good amount, a handful of dill, and stick it into the bottom of this, okay? Now, when you have your cucumbers, you want to use pickling cucumbers. They're going to be 3 to 4 inches. Sometimes when I go away, mine get a little bit bigger, 4 to 5 inches. That's okay. You can slice them in half. You know how you buy dill pickles in the store and you see them sliced already? That's fine. Slice them. It also helps them fit into the jar. So you want to put all those things I talked about, the onions, the dill, fresh dill, the garlic, and a few of the hot peppers down below, okay? Then what you want to do is you want to heat, you get a pot, put it on high, and you want to put the following, okay? 9 cups of water, 2.5 cups of vinegar, half a cup of pickling salt. Go to any Walmart or Target in the grocery store, it's called pickling salt. 2 tablespoons of pickling spice, okay? And you want to, again, that's 9 cups of water, 2.5 cups of vinegar, half cup of pickling salt, 2 tablespoons of pickling spice. You want to stir that up, heat it up for about 5 or 10 minutes so it's nice and heated. That will make you about 6 of these jars of full pickles, okay? 6. If you want to cut it in half, cut the recipe what I just told you in half. If you want to do 3 jars, cut it in half, okay? Depends how many cucumbers you have. Remember, it's always best to use pickling cucumbers, not regular cucumbers. They typically have more seeds, less crunchy. But the big thing is before you close this up, so you're going to chop up your pickles or your cucumbers after you put the garlic, the onions, the dill, and the peppers in here. And then you're going to put all your cucumbers in here. Then you're going to pour that hot brine that I talked about just a second ago into the jar. And then before you seal it up, you're going to put, it's called Pickle Crisp granules. So you'll put about a teaspoon of Pickle Crisp granules into the hot brine water into this. And then you're going to seal it up nice and tight, okay? And make sure that if you're going to be storing these more than 4 to 8 weeks in a refrigerator, mine don't last that long, make sure that the jar is sanitized, boil the jar and the lid with hot water, okay? You don't want the bacteria get in here. After it's sealed properly, the top will push down, okay? Then when you open it up, you'll hear it pop. But that's how you do it, okay? I'm going to leave the recipe for the brine in the description box. And like I said, it's easy to do. I guess if you want, I don't know if they sell pickling cucumbers in Whole Foods or some of the other place, you can pick it up there. In the meantime, again, this is why I garden. For my health, hobby, de-stress, all in one. And the second is I get to grow great food, including tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, green beans. and a whole variety of other type of things. I hope you like this video. And give it a shot making your own pickling cucumbers, growing your own tomatoes, or growing your own green beans. Whatever you do, try it. Turn your black thumb into a green thumb. It's not hard to do. Please share this with a friend and see if you can get them into backyard gardening as well. Until next time, this is Jeff, your executive gardener. Take care. Bye.